Ian from RTO here. Welcome to Battle Royale round of 16 tie 2, and today it is against the Jam Going Underground from Stevie's Vinyl Cupboard and from Kaz Clem New Orders Bizarre Love Triangle. So the first one out of the hat was Going Underground, which is a song by the Jam, of course, written by Paul Weller and released on the 10th of March 1980. It debuted at number 1 straight in there and spent 3 weeks at the top. It was the first of 4 number 1 singles throughout their career. Now, both Growing Underground and Dreams of Children were both recorded on the 16th of January 1980 at the Townhouse Studios in London, with Vic Coppersmith Evan producing. The lyrics have been described as having a Shakespearean sentiment as they beckon the masses to recognise their collective power against the rise of the hierarchy. Paul Weller said that it offers a sharp condemnation of Margaret Thatcher's recently elected Conservative government. The voter apathy led to the power and the military-industrial complex with the song. Now, according to one of the a critic, Egon Lang, said Paul Weller's guitar and Bruce Broxton's bass work were pleasantly reminiscent of the Beatles song "On You Bird and Your Bird Can Sing." Yeah, righto, nothing like it. I went and listened to it, and I listened to both tracks. There's no similarity in my books. And then it says it takes which follow that start would also take ideas from it. No, it doesn't. There's nothing to do with it. Now, Going Underground, as you know, that wasn't released on an album, although it's appeared on many compilation albums and reissues of Setting Suns. It was released as a double A-side with Dreams of the Children, which originally had been intended as the sole A-side. Following a mixed circuit at the pressing point, the single became a double A-side, and DJ stinted to play Glowing Underground. So if it had been the other one, would it have been a bigger hit? I don't know. It did well, very well, and apparently it was the 15th best-selling single of 1980. And the song was also ranked among the tracks of the year in 1980. And it's got, we'll have a look a bit more if this goes through. So, good luck to Stevie on that one. It's also been covered, by the way, by Buffalo Tom in 1999 on the drum tribute album Fire and Skill. There we go. So, up next is Kaz Clem's Bizarre Love Triangle. Now, this was a single released in November in 1986, and it is a top track off their Brotherhood album. The song reached the top 5 in the US Hot Dance Music and Play Club Singles Chart and number 5 on the Australian chart. It failed to enter the top 40 of both the UK singles and the US Billboard. However, a new mix included on the Best of All New Order was released in 1994 and charted at number 98 in the Hot 100. And in 2004, the song was ranked at number 204 in Rolling Stone's Greatest Songs of All Time. So they did a 12-inch remix by Shep Pemberton, also appears on the compilation Substance, and a second remix by Stephen Hague features on their Best Of album. The original album version appears on the 2005 singles comp. The 7-inch version appears also on a reissue. It gets reissued. Live versions have been done. The single mix features more electronics on the album than on the album version. Some more raw sound on the album, but with the Fairlight CMI music workstation, which a lot of people used, including Mike Oldfield, sort of made it a little bit more interesting, and it's got some orchestral and sequencing on it. Peter Hook's vocals are still there and his bass. There was an interesting music video made, and it was directed by American artists Robert Longo and Gretchen Bender, and features shots of a man and woman in business suits flying in the air, propelled on by trampolines. Really interesting, and it's a bit of a black and white sort of cutscene as well. Has anyone recovered it? Yes. Australian Frontal released an acoustic version of the song in 1994, reimagining it as a folk ballad, and I have heard it, and it is quite good. It did all right in Australia, got to number 7, got number 76 here in the UK, and at the end of the 1994 end of year chat, it was certified gold for shipments over 35,000. It was also remixed by Crystal Method for their Community Service 2 album, and that's all that we can say about it. It's there's a little bit of history of the songs. Good luck to Kaz Clem. Okay, when this goes up, the poll will be on the community page, and the link is in the bottom of this. And good luck to both of you. Okay, our next one's not until after Christmas now, and it'll be on January the 9th, and that'll be between Ashes to Ashes from David Bowie, and that's Entertainment by The Jam Again. So that is not until January the 9th. We're taking the winter break. Okay, coming up next is the last Mixing It Up, and we're going to have a look at the work of Joe Meek. So join me for that later. Bye for now.